Just put your Moas tallies in here. Fragrant drink will come out over there. Rumor has it that the Grand Master has been shut away all day because she's overseeing the development of a new pangolin peddler.
Speaking of, Big Feng, who exactly is this Grand Master? I wanted to ask her about my relative, but everyone is so vague. Like they're hiding something.
Well, the Grand Master is a bit unusual.
A sect master who keeps herself hidden away does sound unusual. But great masters are often eccentric, aren't they?
Oh, no, not eccentric in that sense. I mean, she thinks differently.
What? You mean the Grand Master is a little... off?
Shh. Yes and no. The elders all say that when it comes to Moa's techniques, the Grand Master is a once-in-a-generation genius. But when it comes to dealing with people, she's aloof, I suppose.
Aloof? What do you mean?
To the Grand Master, the world is a vast mechanism, like a master butcher who sees only the bare flesh and bone when dissecting an ox. To many people, that makes her seem a little eccentric.
Go on.
I've never actually met her myself. I've only heard things. Old stories, really. A few years ago, the Moas were at the height of their power. Led by the three paragons, artisans poured their hearts into new machines, inventions. The Skyward City was advancing by leaps and bounds. The next generation had its own three rising stars as well. People called them the new three paragons. You've already met one of them, Senior Sister Heron. The other two were a brother and a sister. And their story begins with Grand Master Halcyon. Grand Master Halcyon was an unparalleled swordsman who often ventured beyond the mountain, just as often came back with something. One day, Elder Halcyon returned with 2 children. The younger brother was clever and sharp for his age, heroic, driven by justice. Elder Halcyon liked his talent and temperament, and took him in as her disciple. But the older sister, she was different. She spoke slowly, barely responded to anyone, and spent her days staring off into space. People whispered in private that the girl might be simple-minded. Then one day, Grandmaster Raven noticed her tracing patterns in the sand. He stood there watching for a long time, then abruptly declared that he would take the girl as his disciple. She might have been slow to speak, but she had an amazing gift for calculation. She could work through long strings of numbers in her head, in moments. And her memory. She could memorize complex formulas with only one glance. As the two of them grew older, the brother proved to be a bright and decisive leader and was given the title Falcon. The older sister, with her unmatched genius, was given the title Swallow. The two of them met Senior Sister Heron, the star disciple, at the Prodigy Assembly. Those were the Moas' brightest days. The elders believed that when Falcon and Swallow came of age, one would become the Grand Master, and the other, the Grand Artisan. Working hand in hand, they would lead Moas Hill to the dream we've pursued for generations. But 3 years ago, on the night of falling sky, it wasn't only the Skyward City that came crashing down. Hope for the next generation fell with it. That night, Grandmasters Raven and Halcyon were caught in the duel of blood, when the Skyward City exploded, turning the sky bright as day. Swallow, Falcon, and Heron were there. In a single night, Moas Hill was shattered. Not long after, amidst the ruins, Swallow was chosen to become the new Grand Master. That's why the Grand Master hardly speaks and keeps her doors closed.
I can understand that. Someone who's smart but not good with people pushed into being Grandmaster by a sudden catastrophe. This isn't the life she wanted. Shedding herself off may have been the only solution.
It does. That's why Elder Peng handles the day-to-day matters for the sect in the Grandmaster's place. Peng watched Swallow grow up, and still cares a lot for her. The other elders kind of let Elder Peng take the reins. They can barely exchange 3 words with the Grandmaster before storming off. The only problem is, when Elder Peng isn't here,
Then any important information has to go directly to the Grandmaster. Whatever kind of person she is, we'll have to meet her. I've heard she has a soft spot for gifted disciples. We did manage to get past Senior Sister Heron. Big Feng, is that enough for a meeting?
probably not. But here, skill is respected above all else, and the truly capable do tend to find someone willing to vouch for them. I always carry a few questions with me. Why don't you give them a try? If you're good at quick calculation and planning, it might improve your chances.
You carry questions around with you?
When I was traveling in the outside world, I kept some on me for good luck and to identify fellow disciples.
Then why not carry something like a Luban lock or puzzle?
Those would expose my identity, but with the questions, even if I get caught, I can always say I'm just a lone cloud disciple.
Let's just hear the question.
Right, the questions. Now then, the first question. There's an iron blast furnace in Moist Hill. The fire inside has just turned red, and it consumes 40 tin of firewood every 2 hours. If we boost the airflow and raise the temperature until the flame turns orange-yellow, how much firewood will it use? Wow, that was fast. Let me check. If you keep staring at me like that, my brain won't work. Why don't you go buy me a nice plum drink? By the time you're done, I'll have it solved. First step in solving a Moist Hill problem, assume the environmental conditions.